Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Oh boy, has it been a while since I've recorded this. I feel like I start every episode like this, but it's the truth. Honestly, I've been recording another Let's Play alongside this that I started, and I'm fairly decently through that. Was that even English? Who knows at this point? Anyways, yeah, I recorded another Let's Play, or I'm in the process of recording one. It may be finished by the time you're watching this. Who knows? And I'm really excited to share that with you because I think it's a game that's a lot of fun, a game that a lot of people really don't pay attention to. There are Let's Plays of it out there, but it's not like hugely popular like, oh yeah, I know what that is. You have to be kind of a real gamer to know what it is. It is an indie title. It's actually an older indie title. And I mean older in the sense that it's older than something like Cuphead. Not necessarily older than, say, Shovel Knight. Although I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember when it first came out. And it was released in volumes, too. So I'm playing the full volumes. That already should give you a hint as to what it was, or is. I am doing absolutely terrible here. But it's honestly my own fault. I haven't played enough. But you get back into the swing of these games fairly quickly. Even after not having played them. I just barely missed that. Oh, I forgot. You have to do that thing. Hit him from underneath. That's fine. I didn't like how that run was going anyway. This way I can get a power-up. Shoot. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. You run into the point where you have mostly stars and you don't want to waste them. Hey, I'll take a mushroom. Just not the drug kind. Don't do drugs, kids. I mean it. You know, that's one thing that does disturb me is watching stuff like Live PD and Cops. Seeing how messed up people are on some of these really hardcore drugs. I mean, is it any wonder that there's a epidemic in our country? Screw it, I'm just going to use this helicopter cap, because I'll never use it otherwise. But seeing how screwed up people get on these substances, it's just crazy to me. Oh, that was a waste. Well, okay, maybe not. I'll go down here and... Gosh, I hate fire bars. It'd be cool if you could put them out with the ice, but no, that'd be too easy. And that's why they put that jerk there. So many hazards. Well, the game is certainly getting harder. I kind of want to go and farm for some items, but in this game, they've made that a lot more tedious on purpose. But yeah, like I was saying about Cops and Live PDs, it's just, I just can't stand that stuff because it's such a common problem, and I still can't believe that people still in this day and age are so reliant on that stuff. You know, now that weed is being legalized in more states, I can't help but wonder how that's going to affect a lot of what's going on. And I know some people are going to say, oh, weed's harmless. There's no such thing as a totally harmless drug, people. Don't ever buy into that. Is it safer than other drugs? Sure. At least based on what we know of it. Oh my gosh. See, this is what I get for going and rambling and trailing off with my commentary. My gameplay ends up sucking. Oh boy, what am I going to do now? I may just have to use a star. And just, you know, sort of speed run through this. But yeah, it's safer than some other things, but I still would never advocate for use for that or any substance. It's just not right to do that to your body. And people say, well, it's not right to eat fast food either. And I'm like, what kind of equivalency is that? I mean, obviously people know the effects of fast food, but in moderation, it's fine. Problem is that most people, including myself, can't moderate. I'm fully willing to admit that. Oh, the super guide. Yeah, no thank you. I've got 80 lives. I think I'll make out just fine. Got him just in time. Whew. Oh, gosh. Okay. Alright, this is looking better. Looking better. Oh, that was a jerk move game. But on the flip side, are you... So anyways, my whole underlying point here is, if you can help it, don't get into drugs. Don't get into substance abuse. It's not going to do anything for your life. I know people fall on hard times, and usually that's how they get into that stuff in the first place. But, you know, set an example for other generations out there and avoid that stuff as much as possible. The fewer generations that have to deal with that mess, the better. Let's see, what other interesting topics can we talk about? I kind of want to maybe talk about current events, but at the same time, it's going to really date this video. Okay, he's in a really annoying spot. Alright, as long as I'm not taking damage, I'm just sort of bouncing off him, I'm okay. There we go. Finally! That fortress was a real kick in the pants. But yeah, I would comment on current events, because, I mean, there's a lot going on in February 2020, but... I mean, hey. I don't want to get into anything too controversial by mistake and end up irritating somebody. As far as gaming current events, though, I will talk about Animal Crossing. There's some controversy brewing over how its save system works. And now we're still 6 weeks out from launch as of this video. And from what has been leaked from box art from foreign countries, it looks like there's no sort of cloud save feature, at least not the one that Nintendo has. But I guess they came out and made a statement saying that, don't worry, there is a form of cloud save, but it's going to be unique to this game. And some people are worried because it sounds very last minute. But I'm in the mindset of, hey, something is better than nothing, because if they didn't have anything, and it was like one town per system, and people couldn't transfer data, they'd be very upset. It is a very... when Nintendo makes decisions like that, it does come across as, what on earth are they doing? These are just basic things that should be in most games. And for some reason, they exclude them, people get upset, and then they just keep doing them. And people say, oh, they get away with it because they're Nintendo. I'm like, well, no, they don't. They still upset people, but they don't change. And why should they? Because the games still end up being good. That's the only thing that really saves them, is that the games are good. It's not that they're just, oh, Nintendo and they're invincible. It's no, the games are so good, it doesn't even bother you. But in a game like Animal Crossing, having to start a town over again when you get a different console and have a new town per system, that frustrates people. Now, it personally doesn't frustrate me. One town per account, I think, is how it goes. So, if I have an account on multiple systems, it'll be the same town across multiple systems. Or maybe it won't. No, that's not how it works. It'll be, you know... Is that how it'll work? See, now I'm not entirely sure the way I said it. I'm pretty sure how it's going to work is one town per account. Or in one save per system. So you can't transfer... I think the controversy is that you can't transfer a save in progress to a new system. So you can't transfer your town to another system if you have hardware problems or whatever. And that's the main key here, is people saying, you know, like, what if my hardware fails? Because, let's face it, hardware failures happen. If they're not thinking of that, that is terribly bad. That's just bad game design. You know, losing data in a game like Animal Crossing is pretty significant, you know? It's not a small deal, because there's a lot of progress. I mean, there are people who have thousands of hours in games like Animal Crossing, because of how massive and how much you can do within the game itself, because it's all based around time and events and special items and things like that. So I think the other fear is, well, how is this game going to be radically different from what we've seen before? And that's kind of been my concern, is how much are they going to take away from the series that people like? Because I guarantee you there's going to be other features missing from this game. Usually when they do a new game in a series after having not done it for so long, they usually try to change some things up. You know, that's kind of Nintendo's mindset, is that if they're going to continue a series, they have to do something radically different at some point. And then they end up ostracizing the people who wanted more of the same, at the risk of attempting to please the people who wanted something different. But the series that they wanted something different from never appealed to them in the first place. So, yeah. It's crazy. But it is what it is. And I think the game will still be good. I think, for the most part, it looks like basic Animal Crossing. I will say the delay had me concerned. And it still kind of does. You know, I'll have to get back to you guys once I actually am playing the game. But, for the most part, I'm excited. I know a lot of others are too. I haven't gotten my pre-orders in yet, and a lot of people are going to say, oh, don't pre-order it. You know, don't pre-order any games ever. It's like, well, okay. With Animal Crossing, if somebody's going to pre-order it and they don't know what they're getting, then that's on them. But if you know what you're getting for the most part, you're not going to really feel robbed when you get the game. Because either way, I am going to get the game on launch day, whether I pre-order it or not. But I just want to guarantee a copy, because I don't know how many copies my game store will have in. I don't know how many they're projected to get. That was the whole purpose of pre-ordering, is making sure you got a copy day one. And that's where the process has sort of become archaic and outdated because of digital and, better supply and demand, But anyways, that's enough rambling for today. Thank you very much for watching. We finally finished this world. My gosh. I feel like it took forever. But it's over. It's done with. And we will move on to the second to last world. Meringue Clouds. And it has a boo house. Oh, joy! Then it's back to the castle to save Peach. So, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. God bless. Have a good one. Peace.